Hello and welcome, Magic lovers. I was looking to see if there was an established build for a certain deck, and I won't name that deck right now because I will be playing that at some point in the future. Um, and I ended up stumbling in the Dual Commander tournament list. I stumbled on this deck. I mean, this deck only placed 5th place in a 33-person tournament, so it's not, a super. And it was at the bottom of the list too. But man, I could not resist myself. I mean, Saffi Eriksdotter is a very cool creature, and the combos with Revelark and Karmic Guide are awesome. And there's a lot of other really cool stuff in this deck, so I had to try it. I had to. And so I'm going to put off that other deck until a later date, and I'm going to try out this Saffi Eriksdotter deck instead, because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, this deck, it was from Dual Commander. It did have Enlightened Tutor, and it did have Survival of the Fittest, which I can't believe Survival of the Fittest is still legal in Dual Commander. But, so I had to cut those cards. It also had a Horizon Canopy, that I don't have, and I'm waiting for it to come down in price with Iconic Masters. So I didn't want to pick up one of those just yet. So I put in Yavimaya Hollow because that wasn't in the deck. And then I put in Spawning Pit as another sacrifice outlet in replace of one of the tutors. And then I put in Yisan, Yisan, I think it is. I put in Yisan as another tutor type effect. I think it can be pretty good. You can stair step up, I mean, you have Safekeeper and you've got some other good stuff. So I think it can still be pretty good. And I don't remember if it's banned in Dual Commander or not, but that might be why it wasn't in their deck. But it seemed like a good addition. It seemed, I think it's banned as Commander only, or if it is banned at all in Dual Commander. So maybe they just, didn't have room for it in the deck or whatever. But I had 2 tutors that I needed to get rid of, and so replacing one of them with another tutor, even if it's a slow tutor, seemed all right. And then another sacrifice outlet. This one specifically can get you a bunch of creatures. Seemed pretty good as well. So I'm going to give the deck a shot. Looks like fun. Alright, got a game. I am on the draw. I am playing against Skithiryx, which is a 4/4 flying infect creature that can gain haste. I'm going to keep this hand by a mile. Choose a creature or a planeswalker card. Ooh. Despise. Don't see that one very often, but it's really good right here. I was probably going to take the Arbor Elf. Yep. Not surprising. Alright, let's play the Catacombs. We can get Temple Garden. Opponent plays a swamp and nothing else. I'm going to play Saffi into a removal spell, and I'm pretty okay with that. I don't think I want to put her in my graveyard yet either. I don't have a way to get Revelark or Karmic Guide. So I'm just going to let her go back to my command zone if my opponent kills her. Opponent plays an Unstable Obelisk. Alright. We'll play the Wood Elves. I'm actually regretting, I don't think I have another planes. Yeah, I can't keep this Path to Exile up. I don't think my opponent can haste, but you could be surprised with what these decks can do. They come out of mana out of nowhere. They could easily have a ritual to give it haste. Blackmail. Alright, well, I'm gonna... You can see everything Path to Exile. Probably take the Crater Hoof. Although the Hollow is pretty good as well. They take the Crater Hoof. Probably Skull Clamp the Wood Elves and not think twice about it. Let's play the Hollow first and attack. Alright, let's use this awkward mana to clamp the elves. Alright. Opponent doesn't try to destroy it in response. And we get Recruiter the Guard, and we get to keep Path to Exile up, and we have a Fiend Hunter. So those are all exceptional things. Let's get... Thalia is pretty good against haste creatures. Palace Jailer is pretty good. Karmic Guide gets back a Wood Elves. Revelark isn't on the table. We could Reclamation Sage, like the Obelisk or something like that. I think I want Thalia. Probably better than Karmic Guide. Or we could Gaddock Teague and shut him off of mass removal. That's probably fine. Let's shut him off of mass removal. Opponent not playing Skithiryx. They have the mana to do so. That's non-basic land, so we can't do anything there. Let's attack. That's an easy choice right there. Maybe I should have put that one in the graveyard. Let's draw first. We also get a reuse the Recruiter, which is fabulous. So much value. Might be getting time to do a... Well, Karmic Guide can get back Crater Hoof Behemoth. I don't think I need Thalia just yet. Let's get the Karmic Guide. This is a lot of cards. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Okay, that's just as fine in my graveyard as it is in play. And that's really good as well. So let's play the flagstones. Let's play Safekeeper first. We can sacrifice the flagstones to Sylvan Safekeeper's ability and say go. So much value. Opponent probably looking to actually haste Skithiryx. Dark Tutelage. Alright. So he gets a Dark Confidant-like ability. It's fine by me. I think I'd wouldn't mind killing that. Let's attack with Gitrog. Got the Exalted, so there's no specific reason to attack with the Safekeeper. Let's equip that. I could just go for the Obelisk. It's mana or card draw. I'm not really worried about the mana. Let's take the card draw out. Don't really have to worry about regenning things. So let's play the Lotus Cobra. Alright, Cathedral of War. Well, when you want to get to 6 mana, sometimes it takes a few turns. Unfortunately for my opponent. Well, that's pretty good. Attack with everything now. Let's play the Dust Bowl. Yes. Green mana. Kill the Obelisk. I think I Dust Bowl the Cathedral as well. Then I don't think I have to worry about Skithiryx at all. No reason. Alright, let's say go. Opponent can Toxic Deluge, but that's about it. Alright, opponent gives in. I can't say I blame him. We've gained a lot of value. This was a total value engine. It was crazy. Alright, got another match. I am on the play. Playing against Liliana. And I have no colored mana, so let's mulligan. I have no mana at all. I have no mana at all. I have only mana. Oh, this is unfortunate. I don't think I want a Worldly Tutor. Alright, well, let's see if we can make this work. I'm going to play the Sun Petal Grove first, so I can play Saffi next turn. probably dies. But, you know, I mean, I got nothing else I'm doing. Interesting. Yeah, let's play the elf. Honestly, I'd rather have the elf die. I know, looks like it. Alright, looks like it lived to the next turn. And then Jet Medallion. Like a way to deal with this Liliana. Well, let's play the Hollow. Let's play Saffi, and let's not attack so we can keep up the regenerate ability. I don't think 1 damage is worth it. Opponent plays a hippie. Alright. We're going to lose something from our hand, most likely. Let's attack. I don't think there's any reasonable way my opponent blocks here. Alright, so let's leave the Ancient Tomb and play this Solemn. And whatever, we're going to lose a card. We're going to lose the Ancient Tomb. That's fine. We'll get Forest. Ooh, a Jit. That's not what I wanted to see. A Jitted hippie. A Jippy? Alright. We lose our card and he gets 2 counters. If they go after the Solemn, I think I 100% sack Saffi. Alright, well, Mother of Runes doesn't do anything. But let's go for it anyways because we can... It doesn't do anything against Jet specifically. It just dies to Jet. Alright, it resolves. We swing. I'm going to activate the Gavany Township. Not surprising. Well, actually, it's pretty good for me. Makes the counters less effective that they used it on the Mother of Runes. I still will have 3 after this attack. Tribute to Hunger. I could Saffi the Solemn. That's probably pretty good. We lose the counters on all our creatures, but... Oh, I guess we lose this card too. It's a Sylvan Library. get another forest. Opponent's getting in with the hippie, because why wouldn't you? Ultra Evolution. Let's attack first. I think that's right, because we... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... I could still keep up the Gavany Township if I don't attack. Yeah, let's do that. I think it's just Fiend Hunter here. Although it could be Yisan. Now I need to stop the Jit from gaining counters. Yes, please. I just realized the reason the Fiend Hunter is in this deck, whereas the other ones are not. Well, that's about a kick in the butt. I can't regenerate from that. Alright, they get their hippie back. At least they totally blew a Yawgmoth's Will. Using it for one removal spell is not where you want to be in like any. Yeah, let's get back at Fiend Hunter. That's a pretty good draw right there. The Sylvan Library would also be good, but I need to stop this Jit from gaining counters. And I can get the Sylvan, hopefully I can get the Sylvan Library next turn. I was saying, by the way, that the reason the Fiend Hunter is in the deck, whereas some of the other exile creatures aren't, is because this has the 2-claws one, and there are plenty of sacrifice abilities that allow you to permanently exile something. So that's interesting. I believe you can also permanently exile something with Palace Jailer. Not sure. Alright, opponent plays Leyline of the Void. And Underworld Connections. Alrighty. gets back Mother Runes and Llanowar. Oh, no, and Solemn Simulacrum. I'm pretty sure that's correct. The Reveler goes away because of the Ley Line of the Void, but I still think that's Solemn and Mother Runes is going to be pretty good. We're going to lose the Mother Runes, the Jit counter. Let's get back that Sylvan Library. Yes, Saffi doesn't do anything against the Ley Line of the Void. This is instead, yeah. So we might as well. We're not going to be adding anything more to the graveyard. So let's get the Solemn and the Mother of Runes. We'll force them to use the counter. Yes, and get another forest. Pretty much always want forest. The deck is much heavier on the green than it is white. If you already have double white, then you're probably good. Alright, opponent drawing with their Underworld. We can get back the remaining lands with the Sun Titan. Maybe the Llanowar Elves. Hanger back Walker for 2. Okay. Need a way to deal with that Jit. And probably the Underworld connections. And probably the Ley Line of the Void. I think the Jit is the worst right now, though. Alright, I'm gonna keep all of these cards. They can put the Jit on one of these flyers, and then yeah, I don't really think there's much I can do about that. I'm gonna get the Elves because of this Gavany Township. Probably should have left this untapped instead of Flagstones. Alright, opponent takes a bunch of damage. And let's... Do I need to regenerate something? Let's just play this elf. Not an elf. Human monk. Alright, opponent draws a card. The Jit's looking worse now. There's a battlefield. Each player discards a card. Alright. Don't really care about this Farhelvian elf. It's gone forever because of the Ley Line, but... Opponent discarded a swamp. Equipping the Jit? I don't think that necessarily gets you where you want to be. Alright, opponent equips the Jit. There's a good chance I'm taking all 3 cards again. Tooth and nail. Alright. Yeah. Quarter calling acidic slime. I don't think I need the... Well... I can acidic slime like the Jit or the Underworld connections, or I can just tooth or nail for Crater Hoof Behemoth, right? So this is 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they've only got 1 counter on this. I don't think there's a strong reason not, just in case something goes wrong, let's pay all the life. Entwine. I did do that right? Oh, I have, yeah, okay. So, it should cost all this mana. So, oh, Crater Hoof Behemoth Eleshnorn. I can't believe I came back from that mold of 4. Wow. Alright, got another game. I am on the play. Playing against Jori and Ruin Driver. So whenever they play 2 cards a turn, they get to draw a card. I'm going to keep this. Seems pretty good. I'll probably keep the Rallier, keep this Verdant Catacombs for the Rallier, and pay a couple life for the Safekeeper. My opponent can burn the Safekeeper, and I might not sack a land for it. Which maybe I wanted to hold on to it. I don't think so. I just don't. Alright, opponent plays Spire Bluff. Got a burn spell. Alright. Opponent plays Frostling. Not sacking it. At least not yet. Right. We're not going to attack with it. Yisan's interesting. I don't know if Renegade Rallier to get another land is better. Magus of the Scroll. Alright, that's slow. Rallier is kind of a ramp card at this point. Alright, that's fine. Opponent could have Frostling in response, and I wouldn't have cared that much. Alright, Scavenging Ooze is a card. Just get Savannah. And I think Renegade Rallier is fine here. think I want to keep it. At this point, I think I do want... I'm getting a land back. And I got this Yisun coming. And I definitely want it for that. Definitely not attacking. If they play Jori in, I'll probably Fiend Hunt it. I do have to worry about counter spells if they don't. I'm not going to save the Sylvan Safekeeper a second time. I'm definitely not going to save the Renegade Rallier. Alright. The card is the engine of the deck. I definitely want to kill it. Get Temple Garden tapped. Fauna Shaman's pretty good too. We missed a land drop though. He sounds so good. Can I... What's for one? Mother Runes? We lose out on our ability to Fiend Hunter. I think we got a Fiend Hunter now. That one. Yes, please. Alright, they let it go to their command zone, which is good. Probably have to with the Safekeeper around. When it plays Evolving Wilds. And a Morph. Alright. Wonder what that could be. Well, I think it's time to play Yisun. Another not land, but I'll trade for whatever this morph is. I don't really care. It's probably that flyer that counters non-creature spells. Let's play Yisun. Evolving Wilds probably should not be in his deck. Unless you're getting a landfall trigger or something off of it. Even then, it's sketchy. It's just so slow in such a fast format. Like, it's always slow. It's not like Temple Garden, where you can choose. And you don't really get any value out of it. That's the reason Landfall, you get value off of Landfall. Alright, so the Lurker... Oh, they Megamorph that. Alright. Finally a land. Let's swing back. Trade 2 for 4 any day of the week. Then we have an active Yisun. This Jori? Looks like it. Alright. Got another spell to draw a card with? Nope. It's good for me. Can't block that. Well, I could just get a mana elf. hasn't had any removal. Mother Runes is so good though, but I really need mana. I'm gonna go for Mother Runes. I'm not gonna be greedy. Alright, there's mana. Let's play the Fauna Shaman. And swing with the 3/2. Is there a point in swinging with a 1/3? They could double block. And then I killed the Magus. Probably not blocking this with this anyways, so I'm getting in 3 damage no matter what. I'm probably just single blocks and keeps the Magus around. Alright, let's just leave it back on defense. It's going to be hard for my opponent to deal with my creatures with so much protection. What's the... anything for 2? Pride Mage, Voice. Right. I'm not going to let that fly. Let's use this first. Let's get Gaddock Teague. Choose that creature. I think Dust Bowl is a little greedy. Alright, we take 2. This is human. Can get anything. I could get a 1-mana creature with Fauna Shaman by discarding something. I could just play the Scavenging Ooze, which doesn't do a lot right now. I can eat that Frostling. What can I get for 3? Do I want to... Is the Thalia in my hand already? Yeah, it's in my hand already. So, Fiend Hunter I already played. Nissa, Reclamation Sage, Tireless Tracker. It's pretty good. Woodland Elves, Eternal Witness, Knight of the Reliquary. Do I want to do this on my turn and then I can... play something else as well? The Tireless Tracker is pretty good. Or I could Nissa and just get a land. Well, let's not worry about that. Let's get the Tireless Tracker. Let's play this on human, even though we have the ooze here. I could just sacrifice this token. Let's keep everything up. And let's attack here. And that's it. Oops. Nope. Alright. I think we're in a decent position here. Signal Pest, okay. Get in with the lurker. That's fine. I think I will sack this clue. What can we get for 4? Palace Jailer. That's probably pretty good. No, they can get it back. They've got this lurker, and they can take the Reclamation Sage, Palace Jailer, Restoration Angel, Birthing Pod. Oh, Restoration Angel is pretty good. I could crop rotation first. Can they counter it? Possibly. A counter on a crop rotation would be really bad for me. Or I could Solemn. I think Resto to get back the Fiend Hunter. To kill the Jori. I could kill the Lurker. I think I get rid of the Jori. And now I can attack for more as well. Alright, let's say go. Yison's looking pretty good here. Jori for 7. I don't care at all about that. I'm going to crop rotate the Cavern. What do we get? A lot of value here. Do we have the life to be... let's go with Gavany Township. I think that's correct. Exactly, another clue token. Restoration Angel has flying. You got in 1 extra damage, but at quite the cost. Alright, another land. What can we get for 5 mana? Let's just keep going back to the deck. Cage Breakers, Thragtusk, Acidic Slime, Titania, and Whisperwood Elemental. So then we were foregoing the Titania is so good. But my opponent's at 5 life. I didn't even realize that. Let's just do that. And I'm pretty sure my opponent is dead. There. I think that's enough. They can only block 2 things, so they're dead. I could make something big pro red, but I don't even need to do that. Alright, opponent is conceded. Another one that I'm amazed that we pulled off. We were mana screwed for quite a while, but Yison was kind of the king there. Alright, I got another game. It is against Liliana again. I am on the draw, and I'm going to keep this hand. Probably start off with a treetop village. Yeah, we'll do that. There's probably some interactions. Ooh, Bitter Blossom, that's not a good... there's probably some interactions that I can stop with the Scavenging Ooze. Well, that's pretty good. I shouldn't have to worry about them being able to flip the Liliana this turn. Let's hope. Let's play the Ooze. Alright, Ooze resolved. Opponent gets a 1/1. Alright, let's Path Liliana. It's weird seeing Path in a commander deck. A lot of commander decks don't play Path. I think there's probably a pretty good reason. That land that you give them is a pretty big bonus. It's definitely not nothing. Let's play the altar. Get our sacrifice outlet going. Whenever you cast a black spell or swamp into this battlefield, you gain life. Okay. Strange to do that instead of playing Liliana. Opponent's not attacking. Should I attack? I don't really want to trade the Scavenging Ooze for 2. And I definitely don't want a Treetop Village. Let's not let our opponent know that we have 3 more lands in our hand. And let's not attack. Opponent can gain back all that Bitter Blossom life. Not super worried about that. This is... oh, Carp's Harvester. Search your library for a zombie card and a swamp card. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Wow, okay. Interesting. Safekeeper, huh? I can play Safekeeper and Saffi. But I think I just want to play the Thragdad. They can... what's this do? Each player discards a card. Return target non-legendary creature with converted mana cost X from your graveyard to the battlefield. They're going to be able to flip Liliana as long as they draw a land. Well, let's get the Thragdad out there. There's nothing we can do to stop them from flipping Liliana, and there's nothing for them to get back yet. So let's do this, and then we can have the mana available in the future turns instead of having to worry about. Alright. Alright, what's, did they draw a land? If they didn't draw a land, that's pretty good for us. Looks like they're tapping it down before playing the Liliana, which is good. Happy to see that. Micaeus. Alright, well that's... Alright, well, Undying doesn't do anything against an untapped Scavenging Ooze. Marsh Flitter. Alright. Doesn't look like we're going to do a bunch of attacking. Even with Saffi attacking with a Thragtusk looks pretty bad here. Let's play that. Let's play Safekeeper. Let's play Saffi. And keep 3 mana open for, and let's say go. We can flip Nissa next turn. I probably will save her with Saffi if my opponent has a removal spell. A lot going on here. Right. Opponent harvesting some corpses again. Alright, opponent gets a Grey Merchant and a Swamp. Grey Merchant's not that big just yet. Alright, there's the Micaeus. Oh, they get +1. That's pretty good. Alright, well, we're taking some damage. I don't know if we can do anything about this. Alright, let's say go. Let's play the forest. Let's flip a Nissa. Let's uptick Nissa. Pretty much have to. Crop rotation. Alright. I'm going to attack with Thragtusk. Using Saffi to bring the Thragtusk back. Undying on tokens doesn't do anything. We get a 3/3. And then yeah, I'm not worried about Saffi. I'd rather crop rotation for Gavany Township. So we're trading damage and life gain. But Gavany Township gets out of control pretty fast. Well, my opponent does have a Grey Merchant coming. It's getting bigger. We played this Machias. And they got Vengeful Pharaoh. Not super worried about that thing. It's got a high Grave Titan. I am worried about that thing. Jeez, it's huge. Can't do anything to protect Nissa. At least we're not taking the damage. Let's crop rotate this thing. Let's get... I'm pretty sure it's still Gavany Township. Yeah, I can't activate the Treetop Village. I can activate the Scavenging Ooze and get this Nissa. Means we can't get it back, but I'm in a bad way. This is not great. That Grave Titan, man. Grave Titan is huge. I don't know if there's anything I can do about this. I'm going to swing with the Thragtusk. Alright, they choose not to block. Maybe I should have pumped everything. Alright, let's say go. I think it's probably right to wait to pump everything. That stupid staff. I mean, the Grey Merchant's going to be a bigger problem anyways. Alright, opponent does it before attacks again. Not letting that happen. I'd like that, please. Alright, opponent gets Liliana's Reaver and a Swamp. Interesting deck. Alright, there's the Pharaoh. I'm hoping my opponent doesn't want to attack with a Grave Titan. They do. Let's sort of choose myself. Well, I could choose them. Exile all their creatures. 'Cause It's power, so 5. Just 1 there. Alright. Let's get just regular forest, I think. Let's pump up all our things. Let's block there and block there. Okay. Alright. So these 2 things die, that dies, we take some damage, 9. Not the end of the world. We got enough mana to stop the Undying trigger on the Grave Titan. Not interested in that. Alright, we took away the Grave Titan. And we're at 20 life. Alright. Let's play Wasteland. I can't afford to attack with the ooze. Let's just say go. I think that's the correct thing to do here. Facing down a lot of damage. We can use this Worldly Tutor to stop the Machias, though. Opponent's going for the attacks. That's a lot of damage. Alright, they're not going for the zombies. They're just going for the flyers. Alright. Makes sense. Alright, so we take 8 damage. There's Liliana's Reaver. Alright. I'm wondering what I should get with this Worldly Tutor. And are we getting Grey Merchanted? No, Marionette Master. Whatever artifact you control is put in the graveyard. Okay. Opponent is going extremely wide. This is crazy. Oh, they put counters on it. Alright. See what we can get. Oh, we can get a Leshnorn. Does that... It kills all the things, but not the things that we care the most about. It's still pretty good. Do I activate the treetop or do I go for... Yeah, let's go for Scavenging Ooze. It's life gain. I guess I could have also... I don't know if I want to hit my own graveyard. I have to tap all my white mana, so I might as well tap that one. Alright, let's just, do I attack with this, like, 8/8? Yeah. I've got to put some damage to my opponent. Well, that might be greedy. Alright, they're just chumping. That's fine. We're at 13. We're very close to dying from the Grey Merchant no matter what. I think they can just... No, they play the Vengeful Pharaoh. This isn't even a sorcery. He could be doing this on my turn. Alright, he's just losing 1 damage for nothing on the Bitter Blossom now. Yeah, I think I'm dead if he plays the Grey Merchant just from the attacks. I don't know if there was anything I could have done about that. Just not having the, does this make you a monarch? Whenever you become the monarch, I sacrifice a creature. Yeah, he still has enough to play the Grey Merchant. I think he can kill me outright with the Grey Merchant. I'm going to sacrifice this thing. That's the Grey Merchant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. I'm dead. Oh, 15. Doesn't even matter. I think I just miscounted and... Maybe if I'd Fiend Hunter to Micaeus or something? Yeah, that was still 2 over. Like, I miscounted by 2 even. Alright. It happens. That was an interesting game. Alright, got another game. I am on the draw. I am playing against the Gitrog monster. So this one might be tough. Gaddock Teeg might help. Gaddock Teeg might also die. My hand's really not that great, but it's keepable. Opponent plays green mana. What are you going for? Elvish Mystic. Okay. Alright, Reclamation Sage might do something. Really need a way to interact with Gitrog monster itself. Big dumb frog. are you doing? Another Arbor Elf. Minus land drop? You swinging? Alright, let's get the Temple Garden. And a Sphinx. Alright. I'm just going to play the Teague. Should stop some funny business. Wish I had a way to do something to his mana. That's the primary way to stop the Gitrog monster. Alright. Liliana. Well, that's a darn shame. As I said, Teague might just die. Alright, let's play Sphinx. Sphinx is more resistant to being murdered. Hopefully we can swing at this Liliana. Hopefully my opponent misses a land drop here. Looks like. And green for Hunting Wilds. Alright. Well, we can kill Liliana at least. Mana away from being able to Acidic Slime something. Let's get rid of the Reclamation Sage. What kind of lands can we get? The only double mana land is the Ancient Tomb, which doesn't cast everything we'd like to cast. Actually, it does, doesn't it? Because we can Titania and get back a land, and that's still pretty good, isn't it? Or we can Acidic Slime. Opponent can still cast the Gitrog monster, but either way, I'm doing this. An Ancient Tombing. And then 2 green. I think it is Acidic Slime. You want to do this before they get the Gitrog monster out. It's an excellent blocker for the Gitrog monster. And start eating away at their mana. 5 green. Okay. So they have their own acidic slime. That's actually quite unfortunate. Alright, well, we hit that. I think I want to get it back, actually. Get the Ancient Tomb back with the... yeah, let's do that. And keep it out of our hand. I'm going to save the acidic slime to block the or attack into the Gitrog monster. Not interested in swinging with it right now. But the kitchen finks I don't care about. I will gladly trade the kitchen finks for the acidic slime. Alright, looks like it's Gitrog monster. Nope, Oracle. Okay. And they got a land. And another land. Yeah. Things are kind of falling apart for us. As soon as our opponent decides to go the Gitrog monster plan, we don't have a lot we can do about it. That's pretty good. Let's Wasteland first. Nope. Ancient Tomb. Cast Titania. Get back. Which one? Either of these. That gets green. Kill the Urborg. And swing here and here as well. If he wants to trade the Arbor Elf for the E-Witness, that's fine by me. That's even better. Unless my opponent has a Wrath or something. Wouldn't particularly surprise me. I don't think I've been able to play around a Wrath. Woodfall Primus on top of their library. Oh, this is big. This is a Wrath and then a Gitrog monster? Yup. Oh, well that sucks. Alright, well I still have outs. Kill spell for the Gitrog monster is among them. Filter a land out of my library. Boreal Druid is not what I wanted to see. Let's cast Saffi. Not being able to stop this Gitrog monster. My opponent's just going to go out of control now, and I know it. Alright, well they can't play the giant thing, Woodfall Primus. So I guess at least there's that. Not that that means a lot. They're gonna go off. There's nothing I can do to stop it. It's kind of how this deck works, the Gitrog monster. It's really good against some decks. Some decks just can't interact with it very well. We just don't have enough removal. Like there would be some good draws where you get enough removal, but if you don't draw the removal, Gitrog monster is going to be really good against you. Opponent reaching for little tree spirits. Turning the Drownyard Temple. Alright. Well, they're not just going off this turn. They're not even attacking? Let's get... Do I have enough to... No, I don't have enough to cast Crater Hook Behemoth. It wouldn't be enough to win anyways. I could just get the prime time. I could get Nissa and flip it. I don't think that's very good. It's probably prime time. Prime time isn't even the best here. But let's get it. Can't get a white creature, so I couldn't get Fiend Hunter or the Monarchy one. I really would have liked to have. Let's get Township. I think that one's gotta come. And probably Hollow. Yeah, Palace Jailer, that's the one I was thinking. I couldn't get either of those. I would have loved to, but... Yep, let's get those. Let's see if we can live another turn. We can also always use Saffi to get the Primeval Titan back. I probably don't want to block the Gitrog monster with it. I don't know. It's a little risky because it plays into removal. Woodfall Primus is non-creature. Looks like that's what's happening. Get the Gavany Township. Oh, Yavimaya Coast. Okay. I will block now. Okay. You're not interested in that. Can't say I blame him. Alright, that's a land. Let's swing. Dangerous amount of damage on the backswing, but I think this is the way I get somewhere. I could get a Dryad Arbor and then chump block with it. Nothing else looks super good. We'll get the Dryad Arbor. And the Treetop Village is the cheapest chump blocker. I guess the Dryad Arbor is tapped. But we can jump block with it later. I'm happy to make that trade. And then let's get the... Oh! My opponent gave in. I think that was a shame concede. Alright, got another game. I am on the play. Playing against Sek'Kuar Deathkeeper. I think that's pronounced correctly. I don't think I can keep this hand. I can't keep this hand. Another one of these. Alright, this one's keepable. It's actually pretty good. And yeah, I will take it. What else? These high-end cards aren't the best. Rift Bolt. Alright. The damage will mostly be done by then. Oops. Let's get Savannah. And then Temple Garden. Let's say no. Alright, here comes that Rift Bolt. Targeting the Mystic, I assume? Or my face? My face. Alright. That means my opponent's planning on getting aggressive. Alright. That's pretty good. Maybe we can cut it down to size at some point. Let's play Saffi. There's nothing else we're doing. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, create a 3/1 black and red Graveborn creature. So we're at 5 mana. Dragon Tempest. Wow, okay. Very aggressive deck. Opponent decides not to attack, though. And we drew a pod. So, pod 3 to 4 gets us a Jailer. It's probably pretty good. Is Jailer good enough? We can sack it later? I'm definitely... Oops. You gotta pay the life first. Yeah, let's get the Jailer. Kill that 3/3. And not attack. Just in case they have removal or something. Oh, Sun Titan's fantastic. I'm confused about how this works when the Palace Jailer is in play. I think it allowed it to be permanently, but I think that was a bug. Oh, Titania, huh? Okay. Alright, what's it, 5? Karmic Guide? Gets the Palace Jailer back, kills Titania. We could just sack Saffi and get the Wood Elves back. You know, that's probably fine. Wait. Yeah, let's go there. What? There. Birthing pod's so good. Of course they do that now. That makes sense. Perfect sense. And this gets us enough mana to cast the, I guess I didn't even need to get the Karmic Guide. Might as well recast that. Opponent shouldn't be able to get in and take the monarchy. We might have to chump block the elemental. Probably with a Karmic Guide. I'm not gonna pay mana for the next turn. Alright. Oh, it gains haste. Alright, well we have a flying creature. Oh, they can do 1 damage to something? Alright, that's fine. You know, no, they're going. They could get in with the Death Right too, but. And then they definitely get the monarchy. Yeah, okay. They really want. Okay, no, they're changing their mind. Let's. What's it, 5 again? Acidic Slime, Titania. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I missed that one. That was bad. Is there anything at 8 that's not already in her hand? Nope, just Crater Hoof. Is there anything at 8 that's not already in her hand? Nope, just Crater Hoof. 'Crater 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 Hoof. Alright, well, let's play the, we're gonna give the opponent the monarchy. There's nothing I can do about that, Alright. Legit. Alright. Do they get everything back when they get the monarchy? I'm not sure. Guess we'll find out. Yep. That's too bad. Anything at 7? No. Anything at 2? Scavenging Goose. Pride Mage. Yeah, I'd go for that. No, I can... Yeah, I'm going to take 2 damage. I need the mana, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait. I can just do this. Pay that mana. Take 2 damage. Sack this guy. Get a Pride Mage. Attack. Alright, opponent actually gave me the monarchy. Let's play the Pilgrim. Say go. I'm keeping this Stirring Wildwood up. Well, that's pretty good. Can I keep enough mana for it up? Not quite. Well, they got a Tech Edge. Alright. Alright, first of all, let's kill that thing. Alright. I should have done that on my turn, probably. I forgot about the +1 ability. Whatever. I don't want them to get the monarchy. I'm going to chump. That was a mistake. Admittedly. See if my opponent's got anything else. What else can I get for 2? Pride Mage, Voice. Voice is pretty good. Alright. Guess nothing then. I can get the Pride Mage and sack it for 3 and get like Fiend Hunter. Or the Wood Elves, sack it for 4, and there's not much left there. So it's probably the Pride Mage and sack it. There's also a bunch of other things, but I think I need the Fiend Hunter. Get rid of that. Opponent can profitably block a Leshnorn. Well, profitably is questionable, but they can kill it. And then that becomes profitable. Alright, they finally got an answer to the birthing pod. Alright, and they don't get a token, because the token dies immediately. They can sacrifice 3 creatures to take the monarchy, but then I get it right back. Looks like that's what they want to do. Zero cards in hand, so there's not much I have to worry about here. What are they killing? Oh, Gavany. Okay, that makes sense. I think they're pretty close to dead here. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's play the Boreal Druid. I played a lot of big creatures. Well, let's get back. I don't know. Gavany Township. Opponent is super dead. Minus 19. Alright, so we won. That was pretty awesome. Alright, got another game. I am on the draw. This is a rematch versus Sek'Kuar Deathkeeper. I'm going to keep this hand. Getting duressed on turn 1. Not sure what they take. Probably the Pact. But it could be either any of these cards. The spawning pit. That makes sense too. Alright, let's play the catacombs. Try and filter some lands out of my library. Alright, Inquisition. Alright, there's the Congregation. I was looking forward to that. Jeez, another land. I clicked off by a freaking millimeter. And now I have a City of Brass in play that I did not. I wanted to filter another land out of my library. Grim Lavamancer. Alright, well that's unfortunate. I don't have a way of dealing with that right now, and I don't have any spells. My hand's been picked apart, and I've drawn only lands. They're attacking with a Grim Lavamancer? Yeah, that can't be correct, right? Because you can just kill Saffi. Alright, they're going for that. It's Savannah. Another land. Oh my god. I always forget that this doesn't get me white lands. What can we get here? I already played my land, so Tireless Tracker is no good. I shouldn't have played. Well, I mean, it's good, but it's not. No, it's not good. Dies to the. Knight of the Reliquary is pretty good. Yeah, let's go with Knight of the Reliquary. Potentially saves us from if they go for land destruction or, you know, like, oh, or just Dreadbore it. That sucks. Opponent missing a land drop, though. Alright. We can Worldly Tutor for prime time. Or something else, but it's hard for prime time to be wrong. Ouch. Alright. It's a 3-3 and a Blood-Soaked Champion. Sun Titan gets Knight of the Reliquary back. That's probably pretty good too, huh? Yeah, let's Sun Titan. These lands are the worst on Magic Online. I don't think I block with a Knight if he leaves Grim Lavamancer untapped. Alright, Painful Truce. Hit a land, hit a land. You attacking? Alright, well that's pretty good. Have I played this before? Yeah. Alright, so let's attack with the Sun Titan. No sense attacking. Do I want land or do I want a spawning pit? Let's get the spawning pit. We've got so many lands. Alright, let's say go. Oh, they can kill Saffi? Let's use it to save that one. And sack that. I could have put Saffi in the graveyard. I probably should have. I didn't think about it. No, I took a land out of the graveyard. Alright, I guess I should have, because then I'd have a Saffi in play. They probably just... Well, no, they wouldn't be able to kill the Grim Lavamancer. Alright, let's sack it to this ability. I don't think my opponent can attack. Let's get Gavany Township. And let's make a counter here. And then let's play the Treetop Village and just say go. Well, no, playing Saffi doesn't make any sense. All right. Opponent is playing a Blood Crypt untapped. Playing Sek'Kuar now. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, I got a lot of answers here. Let's sacrifice. Let's tap said forest. Sacrifice a forest. Get a land. What land do we get? Yavimaya. Let's generate. Oh, we didn't even need to tap a land to do that. All right. Yep. Now let's activate this. They can kill it with the this card is the worst. Just the way the Magic Online reacts to it. That's fine. We can then sacrifice it. Turn target permanent card. There's nothing special in there. My opponent's at 7 life. I think it's time to just get in. I don't know, is there a strong reason to play something else? Yeah, I'm not gonna... The way the Gavany, I'd have to activate it now, and then I don't get to keep up the Yavimaya Hollow. So let's just play the Rallier as just a 3-2 that does nothing. I could have, like, sacked the Treetop Village or something, but I just don't. I think I'd rather have the Treetop Village, and there's nothing but lands in my graveyard. And opponent can't see a route to victory, so they pack it in. Alright, that was fun. So I didn't end up fighting against any of the Tier 1 archetypes, which is probably why my record is so good. I think we probably would have had some difficulty against the real top-of-the-line archetypes. That said, it was a strong deck. It was stronger than I thought it would be at first glance. It does a lot. It's pretty awesome. There were quite a few come-from-behind victories, which actually means that we fell behind a couple of times, and then had to come from behind. And then there were a couple of games where we just completely got outclassed. That Liliana game, like, we just didn't, like when you don't have removal. So I don't know, it might be worth it to play a couple more removal creatures or removal spells or something like that. Just to have answers to certain cards in the format that can cause problems. Like when you don't find those answers, then you end up in quite a bit of trouble. We got lucky with the Gitrog monster. My opponent didn't draw anything, I'm pretty sure, from all those extra draws from the lands and stuff like that. And then we lost to that Liliana match, and everything else was just like it ended up looking really good. So really fun to play. Really enjoyed playing this deck. I highly recommend it if you want to have a fun deck. It's probably not super serious, even tier 2 or something like that. But in the tournament's practice room, I got a lot of wins, so it's still a lot of fun, even at a fairly serious level of play. So I guess that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.